a sacred space where our community comes together to explore, reflect on, and share the divine teachings of Scripture. This is more than just a channel for spreading messages of faith. It is a spiritual sanctuary where each of us can find daily inspiration, emotional strength, and direction for life. The Word of God is not merely a collection of words. It is a guiding light, a refreshing stream that flows into the weary soul burdened by life's worries and demands. When you listen with an open heart, you allow yourself to be touched by a life-giving truth from heaven, one that is filled with love, guidance, and blessing. Through every verse of Scripture, you will feel the living presence of God, the one who walks with you, lifts you up, and never leaves your side, no matter your circumstance. Today, God is sending you a powerful message, a heavenly invitation intended especially for those who have placed their trust fully in Him. If you follow along and listen until the end of this video, you will not only receive His companionship, but also experience more deeply His boundless love and powerful protection. In that love, you will witness what may seem like miracles. Peace in the middle of the storm, hope rising from despair, and light shining through your darkest days. We are called, as a community, to pause, to listen, and to become aware of the Lord's presence. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, whatever you are facing, believe this truth. God is always near, ready to strengthen you and pour His grace upon your life. Open your heart, place your full trust in Him, and you will never be disappointed, for this is His unwavering promise to those who believe in Him. My beloved children, today I want to speak to you from the depths of the Holy Spirit, a place where my love for you flows endlessly, never ceasing. In the journey of life, there will be moments when you feel alone, helpless, and as if everything around you is falling apart. But those moments are not the end. They are gentle reminders that you are never truly alone. My love and protection are boundless sources of comfort, always present and ready to embrace you in life's storms. Whether you stand on the heights of joy or sink into the depths of sorrow, I am there, not just as your God, but as a close friend, sharing every joy and every hardship by your side. Nothing in this world can separate you from my steadfast love. No distance, no circumstance, no hardship is great enough to keep me from reaching you and guiding you through the darkness. I see it all, every silent tear, every weary sigh, every fragile hope still flickering in your heart. And I am here, not to judge, but to comfort, to protect, and to strengthen you. Open your heart. Allow my unconditional love to flow into your soul, to heal the wounds, to awaken your hope, and to give your journey new meaning. I do not promise a life without trials, but I do promise this: you will never face them alone. Wherever you are, whether in a bustling city, a quiet countryside, or the solitude of your own room, remember that my love knows no limits. It stretches beyond all borders, it pierces through every wall, and it wraps around you like a cloak of peace to shield you from the harsh winds of this world. In every difficult moment, when life feels like a dark and endless night, I will be your light, not a blinding one, but a gentle, steady light that quietly shows you the way. Do not be afraid when the path ahead is unclear, for I am your firm ladder, helping you rise from the pit of fear and despair. My love is not one of conditions or expectations. It is not something you must earn or deserve. It is whole, constant, and pure simply because you are you. Let that love be the power within you that uplifts you when you are weary, that shines into every shadowed corner of your heart, and that carries you through whatever lies ahead. You are never alone. I am here with you, always. Life is a long and winding journey, unpredictable, filled with sudden turns, moments of peace, and times of overwhelming chaos. There are days that feel as calm as a still lake, and others when the winds howl and waves crash without warning. In those moments, when you feel like you're drowning in sorrow, consumed by anxiety, or lost in the vastness of the world, pause for a moment and listen closely. My love is still covering you, protecting you. It is not a loud love. It does not seek attention or recognition. It is not always obvious or grand. My love is like a quiet light shining in the darkest of nights, a steady flame that refuses to be extinguished, even in the fiercest storm. I do not promise you a life without pain or struggle, but I promise this: I will always be the firm foundation beneath your feet, the steady ladder that lifts you up when your strength fails and you can no longer climb on your own. The world can feel overwhelming. Pressures from work, relationships, finances, health, along with the invisible wounds of the heart, can pile up and weigh you down until it feels like you are caught in a whirlpool, spinning with no way out. But even then, even when no one else sees your pain, I see it, and I stay with you. Every step you take, every anxious thought, every attempt to keep going, I am there. You may not always recognize it, but I hold you through it all. I am not just a distant God on high. I am your gentle Father, your faithful friend, ready to listen, ready to stay, ready to carry your burdens. You don't have to filter your feelings when you speak to me. You don't have to pretend to be strong. You don't need perfect words or rehearsed prayers. Just come as you are. I will not criticize or condemn. I will not turn away. I only want to hold you, to ease your pain, to offer you peace. Perhaps you've spent years being strong for others, family, friends, co-workers, until you forgot how to be vulnerable. You forgot how to ask for help. But with me, you don't have to be strong. You can cry. You can collapse. You can whisper, "I'm not okay," and I will not walk away. I will draw near to you like a father welcoming his child home after a long and lonely journey. My love is not like human love. It does not depend on your success, your behavior, or how spiritually disciplined you are. I love you not because of what you've done, but because of who you are, my beloved. And in that love, every hardship becomes bearable. Not because the pain vanishes, but because you no longer carry it alone. I walk with you through every storm, hand in hand, step by step, until the night gives way to morning. Even when life pulls you far from where you thought you'd be, from family, from dreams, from your sense of self, my love remains unchanged. It waits patiently, like a porch light left on through the night, or a father scanning the horizon for his child's return. I never stop hoping for you, never stop believing in the beauty of your journey. Picture this. In the moments when you're sure you've reached your limit, when the weight is too heavy and the road too long, I am beside you. I am the quiet whisper in your storm, the calm in your chaos. You might not always feel my presence, but if you slow down and still your soul, you will sense a peace that surpasses understanding. That peace, it is my embrace. And if you look back on your life and see a trail of failure, regret, and missteps, do not despair. I am not keeping a record of your mistakes. I see the courage it took to keep going, the strength it took to get back up, the heart that refused to quit. In my eyes, every small step forward is a great victory. My love is like cleansing water, washing away the stains of guilt. It's the dawn that breaks the long night, the home you can always return to after every storm. In a world where love is often conditional and fleeting, my love is eternal, unwavering, and true. And you, yes, you are always worthy of that love. Not because of perfection, but because you are mine. That is enough. So as you continue your journey, even if the path is unclear, even if the fog hides what lies ahead, hold on to this truth. I am right beside you. Not occasionally, not only when you succeed, but always, consistently, faithfully, quietly, lovingly, without condition, without end. You are never alone. You are never abandoned. My love is your safe place, your unshakable refuge in a world that constantly shifts and changes. In every season of your life, through every uncertainty and storm, I remain with you. I am not just your father in heaven. I am also your closest friend. I am the one who listens when the world is silent, the one who understands when no one else seems to see what's going on inside you. I am always ready to hear your voice, your sighs, your fears, even your silence. No weight you carry is too heavy for me. I gladly share your burdens because I love you deeply, even if the world around you falls into chaos. If systems collapse, if nations tremble, if everything you once trusted begins to unravel, remember this truth. In my love, no hardship is too great to overcome. My love is stronger than fear, deeper than sorrow, and more enduring than any trial this life can bring. When you feel overwhelmed by the pace of the world, pressured by expectations, or paralyzed by your own fears of failure, come back to me. In my presence, there is peace. I will quiet the storms inside your heart and remind you that you do not have to prove your worth. You are already cherished. You do not have to perform or impress. You are enough just as you are. You may ask, but what if I'm not good enough? Let me be clear. I do not measure your value by your success or perfection. I do not wait for you to be flawless before I love you. In fact, it is often in your brokenness that my love shines brightest. It is in your moments of vulnerability that I can draw near and fill the empty places with hope. You don't need to have all the answers. You only need to open your heart. Even when the world tells you to hide your weaknesses, I say, bring them to me. There is no shame in needing help. There is no guilt in feeling lost. When you surrender your struggles to me, I do not reject you. I rejoice because that is when healing begins. You may not always feel strong. That's okay. Strength was never something you had to create alone. I am your strength. I am your protector, your healer, your guide. Let me be your firm foundation when everything else feels unstable. Let my love be the anchor of your soul. Do you feel like you're drifting? Like a small boat tossed about by waves too large to navigate? Then cling to this truth. You are never adrift in my eyes. I see you. I am beside you. Even when you feel the furthest from me, I am closer than your next breath. You are not abandoned, and you are not forgotten. Sometimes life sends you into deep waters, trials you never expected, griefs that seem too much to bear, loneliness that aches in places you can't explain. But these are not signs that I've left you. They are moments where you can lean in, where you can allow my love to hold you together when everything else feels like it's falling apart. My love does not run out. It does not expire with your mistakes or fade in times of doubt. It is patient. It is constant. It is eternal. The world may change, People may come and go, your circumstances may rise and fall, but I remain, unshaken, unchanging, ever faithful. And this is what I ask of you: do not shut your heart. Don't let bitterness harden your spirit or disappointment close your soul. Instead, allow my love to flow into every corner, every dark room, every hidden wound, every quiet sadness. Let it wash away the weariness. Let it restore what has been lost. You were not made to walk through this life alone. You were created for communion with me. In every pain, I am here. In every joy, I rejoice with you. I do not step away when things get messy. In fact, that's when I come even closer. Your story is not over, and no chapter is too damaged to redeem. Even if you feel like you've taken too many wrong turns, I can still lead you forward. I do not just walk with the righteous and perfect. I walk with the broken, the searching, the struggling. I walk with you, and when you're too tired to pray, too hurt to sing, too numb to believe, let me carry you. Rest in my love. You do not have to climb every mountain on your own. Sometimes, just resting in my arms is the most courageous thing you can do. Yes, the road is long. There will be valleys. There will be days when it feels like the night will never end. But listen, my beloved, the night does not last forever. Morning is coming, and I will be with you when it comes, just as I was with you in the darkness. If your heart is heavy, give it to me. If you are weary, let me refresh your spirit. If you feel unworthy, remember that I chose you before you ever chose me. You are mine, and nothing can change that. Let my words echo within you. You are never alone. I see you. I know you. I love you with a love that cannot be measured and will never be taken away. Wherever you are right now, whatever place, season, or circumstance you find yourself in, I want you to know this truth. You are not alone. My unconditional love surrounds you in every moment, in every breath, in every heartbeat. It is not bound by geography, time, or situation. Whether you are on the mountaintop or in the valley, my love remains constant, unwavering, and close. In a world that is often quick to judge, quick to categorize, quick to turn away, my love does not discriminate. I do not look at where you've come from, what mistakes you've made, or how strong you appear to others. I see your heart. I see your longing. I see the places where you're hurting in silence, and I gently draw near, not to condemn, but to comfort. My love never ends. It does not fade with your failures or grow brighter with your successes. It is always full, always faithful. So, no matter the storms you face, no matter the burdens you carry, you always have a place to return to, a home in my heart, a refuge in my presence. When the world feels too loud, too heavy, too broken, remember this: I am your safe place. You don't have to hide from me. You don't have to explain or defend yourself. You are welcome with all your emotions, all your uncertainties, all your messiness. With me, you are safe. Your heart is a world of its own, filled with layers of thought, memory, hope, fear, joy, and pain. And I know each of those layers intimately. I created you not as a mistake or coincidence, but with a purpose, with intention. You are a work of my hands, and every part of you matters deeply to me. There will be moments in your life when you feel adrift, as if you are a small boat on an endless ocean with no land in sight. The currents of life may push you further from shore, and you may wonder if you'll ever feel grounded again. But even there, in the middle of uncertainty, I am with you. You are never truly lost. My gaze never leaves you. My hands never stop reaching toward you. When pain threatens to overtake you, when grief feels too large, when loneliness sinks in, when your soul aches for rest, know that I am right beside you. You don't have to walk through the valley alone. I will hold your hand. I will carry your burdens. I will sit with you in the silence and whisper hope into the dark. I do not come with loud declarations or harsh demands. I come with gentleness, like a quiet breeze on a hot day, like a warm light at the end of a long tunnel. My desire is not to overwhelm you, but to soothe and strengthen you. I do not force myself upon you. I wait patiently, lovingly, until you are ready to receive me. You may think you need to fix yourself before coming to me, that you need to be better, more disciplined, more holy, more worthy. But let me tell you this, I do not ask for perfection. I do not expect flawlessness. All I ask is that you open your heart, that you come as you are, broken, tired, confused, burdened, and let me meet you there. Let me fill the empty spaces with grace. Let me touch the sore places with healing. There is no part of your life too dark for my light, no wound too deep for my healing, no sin too great for my forgiveness. You are not too far gone. You are not too much. You are not beyond redemption. You are mine and I am yours. Let that be the foundation you stand on. When you feel weak and helpless, know that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You don't have to carry everything by yourself. Let me shoulder the weight with you. Let me steady your steps when your legs tremble. Let me lift you when you fall. You were never meant to do this life alone. And the good news is you never have to. I am not distant. I am not waiting at the finish line. I walk beside you in every moment. I celebrate your victories, no matter how small. I mourn with you in your losses. I understand the thoughts you can't put into words, the questions you're afraid to ask, the parts of your story you try to hide. And still I say you are loved. You are enough. You are mine. If the world grows cold, let my love be your warmth. If the path grows dark, let my light be your guide. If your heart grows weary, let my grace be your rest. I do not grow tired of you. I do not give up on you. I do not abandon you when things get hard. You are my child, and that truth is not dependent on how you feel or what others say. It is anchored in eternity. You can doubt, you can struggle, you can question, and still my love remains. So today, if you feel empty, let me fill you. If you feel broken, let me restore you. If you feel lost, let me find you. You do not need to fix yourself to be worthy of love. You are worthy now simply because I made you and I love you. There is room in my heart for all of you. Every shadow and scar, every joy and dream. Let my love flood the places in your soul that you've kept hidden, the ones you thought no one could ever reach. I see you, I know you, and I love you beyond measure. You don't walk this life alone. Not now, not ever. I walk beside you. I carry you when you fall. I rejoice with you when you rise. And I will never stop because my love never ends. There are times in your life when you feel completely undone, when the weight of your thoughts, emotions, and circumstances feels too much to bear. You might feel weak, broken, vulnerable, and deeply unsure of how to keep going. But let me tell you something that your heart needs to hear again and again. My love for you does not change. Not when you're strong, not when you're weak, not when you're doing well, not when you're struggling to breathe. It is constant. It is fierce. It is eternal. Even in the moments when you feel least deserving of love, my love remains at full strength. I am not afraid of your mess, your confusion, or your pain. I do not run from it. I step into it with you. When you're too tired to stand, too overwhelmed to speak, or too wounded to hope, I am there, holding you up. You may think you need to earn my love through perfection, through getting everything right, staying strong, doing more, being more. But I do not love you because you perform. I love you because you exist. You are my creation, knit together by my hands, and my heart beats with compassion for you. You don't have to hide your brokenness. You don't need to pretend that everything is okay when it's not. Come to me just as you are. Bring me your sorrow, your shame, your regrets, your doubts, and even your silence. I can handle all of it. I already see it, and I still choose you, even when you feel too far gone. Even when you believe the lie that you've fallen too many times to get back up. I call you back to me, not with guilt, not with pressure, but with love, with gentleness, with the promise that my grace is enough, even for this, especially for this. Let my love shine into the darkest corners of your soul, into the places you've tried to forget, the memories you've buried, the wounds you've carried for far too long. Let my light reach them. Let me in. I am not here to judge you. I am here to heal you. I am not here to weigh your failures. I am here to redeem every moment you thought was wasted. The world may teach you to be tough, to hide your emotions, to push through pain with a smile. But I invite you to be real with me. Take off the mask. Lay down the armor. You don't have to be brave in front of me. You just have to be honest. Even if all you can say is, I don't know what to do, that is enough, because I do know what to do, and I am already at work in ways you can't yet see. In your weakness, my strength becomes visible. In your surrender, my power rises. You don't have to carry every burden on your own shoulders. You were never meant to. You were made for connection with me, with others. You were made to walk in step with a love that never fails. So let me guide you. Let me take the wheel when the waves of life seem too strong. Your life is like a ship in the open sea, and there will be times when the winds blow wildly, when the sky darkens and you feel like you might go under. But with me, you will not sink. I will calm the storm, or I will walk with you through it. Either way, you are safe with me. You may not know what tomorrow holds. The path ahead may be foggy, uncertain, filled with questions you don't know how to answer. But here's what you can know for sure. I am not leaving. I never have. I never will. My love isn't based on how well you perform or how perfectly you believe. My love is based on who I am. And I am love. I am faithful. I am for you. You are not alone in your fears. I understand the silent worries that keep you awake at night. I see the tears that never fall because you've learned how to hold them in. I see the dreams you've shelved, the ones you're afraid to hope for again. And I say to you, hope again, believe again, dream again, because with me, nothing is impossible. Even what feels dead can be revived. And in those moments when you are completely overwhelmed, when you feel like giving up, don't. Not because of your strength, but because of mine. I will carry you when you can't walk. I will lift your head when it's bowed down in defeat. I will speak life into the places you thought would stay lifeless forever. Let me remind you, you are not a failure. You are not forgotten. You are not too much or not enough. You are mine, and in my eyes, you are deeply treasured, eternally valued, and endlessly loved. When the noise of the world tries to drown out my voice, find a quiet place and listen again. I am still speaking, not through thunder or spectacle, but through peace, through stillness, through truth that settles gently on your heart. Let that truth be this. You are never facing life alone. Even in your loneliest hours, I am there. Even when others walk away, I stay. Even when your faith is flickering like a dying flame, I kneel beside it and breathe it back to life. Let me fill the empty places in your heart. Let me restore your soul. Let me be the one who says, "You're safe now. You're loved. You're held." Don't rush the healing process. Don't feel ashamed of where you are in the journey. I am not impatient. I am not disappointed in you. I delight in walking beside you, step by step, day by day. Even when you fall behind, I do not walk ahead without you. I wait. I meet you where you are, and I walk with you at your pace. Every burden you carry, I want to carry with you. Every pain you feel, I want to comfort. Every fear you hide, I want to speak peace over. You don't have to be strong for me. Just be with me. You were never meant to survive life. You were meant to live it fully, richly, abundantly. And real life begins when you live rooted in my love, not in fear, not in comparison, not in shame. So lift your eyes. Let hope rise again. Let grace be more than just a word. It is your daily bread, your breath, your foundation. I am with you in this. You are not walking through the dark alone. You are not facing the waves without a captain. You are not enduring the weight of the world without support. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your constant. Even now, as you read these words, my spirit is near, drawing close, whispering life, inviting you not to strive, but to rest, to lean in, to be loved, deeply, fully, forever. And when you wonder if that's really true, if it's too good to believe, just look back at all the moments you thought you couldn't go on. But you did. You're still here, still breathing, still moving forward. That was me. That is me. And I'm not done yet. On this journey of life, you will encounter many trials. Some expected, others coming like waves crashing without warning. You will meet obstacles that seem immovable, feel resistance that wears you down, and face moments when your heart wants to give up. And in those very moments, I ask you to remember this. You are not walking through these hardships alone. I am right here with you, every step of the way. The road ahead will not always be smooth. There will be days that test your faith, challenge your endurance, and shake your confidence. There will be voices within and around you that tell you to quit, to shrink, to stop hoping. But those challenges are not meant to break you. They are shaping you. With me beside you, what was meant to crush you can be the very thing that strengthens you. What was meant to defeat you can, in my love, make you stronger, wiser, and more deeply rooted in grace. Do not fear the storms. They are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to see my power, to witness my faithfulness, and to learn to walk in my strength when yours runs out. Every struggle you face has the potential to draw you closer to me, to awaken deeper courage inside you that you didn't even know you had. You were not created to live a life of fear. You were created to rise. You may ask, why must I endure this pain? And while there may not always be easy answers, know this: pain is not the end of your story. In me, suffering is not meaningless. I take the broken pieces and gently, lovingly rebuild something more beautiful, more authentic, more enduring than you could have imagined. Think of the mountains you've already climbed, the valleys you've already walked through. There were times when you didn't think you'd make it, and yet here you are. Not because of your own strength alone, but because I was with you. I was strengthening your knees when they were trembling. I was placing light on your path when everything seemed dark. I was whispering peace into your heart when chaos surrounded you. And today I am doing the same. Remember, your strength is not limited to your own ability. When you walk in my love, When you rest in my promises, your strength becomes limitless. Not because life is suddenly easy, but because you are never carrying the weight alone. My spirit within you gives you the capacity to endure, to overcome, to keep going when your human energy runs dry. Deep within every human heart is a longing, a desire to overcome, to grow, to rise above. That fire inside you, that resilience that keeps sparking even after disappointment, that's me. I place that in you. It is not weakness to cry. It is not failure to fall. Strength is not in never stumbling, but in getting up again, with grace in your soul and hope still alive in your chest. There will be moments when you feel surrounded by darkness, when every path seems closed, and your soul cries out for light. In those moments, remember this truth. There is a light inside you that can never be extinguished. It is the light of faith, the light of hope, the light of my presence. Even when clouds cover the sky, the sun still exists. And even when your heart feels numb or distant, I am still here. Your circumstances may change. Your emotions may rise and fall. But my love does not fluctuate. It is the constant in your chaos, the anchor when the waves rise, the still voice in the storm. You do not have to know all the answers. You only need to trust that I am with you, and I am working on your behalf, even in the silence. Every step you take, every tear you cry, every prayer you whisper in desperation, I hear it all. And more than hearing it, I hold it. I treasure your vulnerability, your honesty, your openness. I am not distant or indifferent. I am intimately present, deeply involved, and endlessly compassionate. And if you've failed, if you've made mistakes you regret, walked paths you now wish you hadn't, or said words you wish you could take back, know this: nothing you've done can make me love you any less. There is no mistake too big for my mercy, no detour too long for me to lead you home. You are not defined by your worst days. You are not limited by your past. In my eyes, you are a work in progress, and I see your progress, even when you don't. I see the quiet choices you make to keep showing up, to keep believing, to keep loving even when it's hard. I see your faith, however small it feels, and I count it as beautiful. In this world, people may value appearances, performance, or achievement, but I look at the heart, and your heart, when it leans toward me, is radiant. When you turn to me in your weariness, you are strong. When you say, "Lord, I need you," even with trembling lips, I come running. Don't let shame silence you. Don't let fear isolate you. Don't let the lies that you're too far gone take root in your soul. I have already made a way for you, a way through the desert, a path in the wilderness, a light in the dark. You are never without options when you walk with me. You are never truly stuck. Yes, you've faced hardship. Yes, you've walked through fire. But look at you, you're still here, still breathing, still standing, still searching for light. That, my beloved, is courage. That is grace. That is the evidence that I have never let go. So be proud of the journey you've taken. Not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Because it was full of lessons, full of strength built through struggle, full of growth that only comes through pain. Be proud not just of what you've accomplished, but of how you've endured, of how you've loved, even when it hurt, of how you've believed, even when it didn't make sense. And know this: I am not done with you. Your story is still being written. There are still victories ahead, still breakthroughs waiting, still healing to experience and joy to receive. I am walking with you toward every single one of them. You don't need to understand how it will all unfold. You don't need to control every outcome. You simply need to keep holding my hand. Let my love be your compass. Let my promises be your confidence. Let my grace be your strength. You were created to overcome, not in your own might, but through mine. You were designed for resilience, for transformation, for deep soul-level strength that the world cannot steal. And that strength is already inside you because I am inside you. So keep going, even if it's slow, even if it's messy, even if no one else sees how hard you're trying. I see it, I honor it, and I am with you, now and always. You have never been alone, and you never will be. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to overlook the little things, the moments that seem ordinary, the gifts that come disguised as routines, the quiet beauty in what feels like a typical day. But I want you to pause for a moment, breathe, look around you. There is more to be grateful for than you may realize. Gratitude is not just a feeling that visits you when everything is going well. Gratitude is a posture of the heart, a choice to see differently, to live with eyes open to the miracles that surround you. It's the sunlight streaming through your window in the morning, the breath that fills your lungs when you wake, the sound of a friend's voice, the quiet companionship of someone who simply stays. It's the strength to rise one more time, even when you're tired. It's the resilience you didn't know you had. It's the kindness of a stranger, the smile of a child, the peace that visits without warning in the middle of chaos. Each of these things is a gift, and when you begin to notice them, even in the smallest details, your heart softens, your perspective shifts, and your spirit awakens to joy. Sometimes, in your search for grand answers or dramatic changes, you may overlook the quiet blessings that sustain you. But know this, I am in the ordinary as much as the extraordinary. I am in the steady rhythm of your breath, in the meals that nourish you, in the moments of laughter, in the tears that remind you that you are still tender and alive. I am in the little victories, the difficult conversations you dared to have, the day you got out of bed when it felt impossible, the prayer you whispered even when your faith was faint. There is sacredness in the small. Do not dismiss what seems insignificant. Every beat of your heart, every step forward, every kind word spoken, every quiet act of courage, it all matters. It is all part of your journey, and I see it all. I bless it all. When you choose to live with a grateful heart, you begin to see life not as something to survive, but as something to cherish. You begin to notice that even in hardship, there are glimmers of hope. Even in pain, there is beauty. Even in silence, there is meaning. Gratitude doesn't ignore what is hard. It simply chooses to also acknowledge what is good. And there is so much that is good. You may have days that feel repetitive, where nothing seems to change, and the weight of monotony wears on your soul. But even in those days, my love is doing its quiet work. Even in the sameness, growth is happening. Even in stillness, your spirit is being shaped. You don't need constant excitement to be fully alive. Sometimes the deepest transformation happens in the hidden places, the places no one sees but me. Let me teach you to see through eyes of gratitude. Let me show you how to savor life, not just survive it. Not everything needs to be fixed right away. Not every problem needs an immediate solution. Some moments are meant to be felt, lived, and honored. Some wounds take time to heal. Some seasons are slow for a reason, because it is in those slow seasons that you truly learn to hear me, to know me, and to find me in everything. And when you practice gratitude, your soul becomes lighter. You begin to let go of the endless striving, the chronic discontent, the anxious grasping for more. You begin to see that you already have more than you think. More beauty, more strength, more love, more presence. And all of it comes from me. Don't wait for some future breakthrough to give thanks. Don't wait until everything feels perfect to rejoice. There is joy to be found right here, right now, in this moment. There is joy in the fact that you are alive, that you can feel, that you can hope, that you can choose again, love again, believe again. And if your life feels broken, if your story feels fragmented and uncertain, I want you to know this. Gratitude is not reserved for those with easy lives. It is for the weary too. It is for the grieving. It is for the lost. It is for you. Gratitude is a lifeline. It brings your attention back to me. It reminds you that you are not abandoned, even when life feels fragile. It anchors you in the truth that there is still goodness to be found, even here. When you begin to live this way, when your heart becomes tuned to my daily gifts, you start to experience the world differently. The sky looks more vivid. Your conversations become more meaningful. Your purpose feels clearer, because you're no longer just passing through life, you're truly present in it, alive to it, awake to the grace flowing through it all. You see, gratitude makes room for miracles. A grateful heart is fertile ground for transformation. It makes space for my spirit to move, to breathe new life into dry bones, to spark joy where there was once despair. Gratitude opens the door to hope. It allows love to grow. It allows you to trust that even when you don't understand the path, I am guiding you through it with care. So today, pause and look around. What can you give thanks for right now? Not the big things, not the future dreams, just this moment. Maybe it's the sound of the wind, the warmth of your coffee, the roof over your head, or the simple truth that you've made it through another day. These are not small things. They are signs of grace. They are threads in the tapestry of my faithfulness. Let your gratitude turn into worship, not just with songs, but with the way you live, the way you notice, the way you love others, and the way you honor this gift of life. Gratitude is not passive, it is powerful. It transforms how you see the world and how you see yourself. And through that lens, you'll begin to see me more clearly too. Not as a distant God only found in miracles, but as the gentle presence in your everyday moments. I am not only the God of mountaintop experiences. I am the God of your morning routine, your long commute, your late-night thoughts, your quiet dinners, your uncertain decisions. I am with you in the details. So live today slowly. Live it gratefully. Let each breath be a reminder that you are alive, that you are loved, and that you are being held, even now. When you feel overwhelmed, bring your heart back to this simple truth. There is always something to be thankful for. Always. And in that thanksgiving, you will find me. As you walk through each day, I invite you to go beyond simply receiving my love. I invite you to become a vessel of that love for others. What I pour into you, let it overflow to those around you. Let the hope you found in me become a source of hope for someone else. Let the comfort you've received become the comfort you offer. Let your life be a reflection of my light, even in small and simple ways. The world is longing for peace, for kindness, for someone to care. There are people all around you who are carrying burdens in silence, who are questioning their worth, who are wondering if anyone sees them. And you, my beloved, can be the answer to that longing. Not because you are perfect, but because you know what it feels like to be broken and healed, to be lost and found, to be held in grace. Your life, even in its imperfection, carries meaning. Every word you speak, every action you take, every moment you choose love over fear, it matters. You do not need a grand stage to make a difference. A kind word can change someone's day. A listening ear can soften someone's pain. A smile, a prayer, a silent gesture of presence. These are seeds of love, and they carry eternal value. You may not always see the results. You may never know the full impact of your actions. But trust this, When you walk in love, you are walking in alignment with me. When you choose compassion, you are echoing my heart. And when you give of yourself, you are participating in the divine, bringing heaven just a little closer to earth. In a world filled with division, be a peacemaker. In a world filled with judgment, be merciful. In a world filled with hurry and noise, be someone who slows down to notice, to care, to truly be present. Don't underestimate the power of small acts done with great love. Even the smallest light can break through the darkest night. Let your life be like a lamp set on a hill, not to bring glory to yourself, but to guide others toward warmth and hope. Let people see your gentleness, your quiet strength, your authenticity, and may it point them back to me. You were never meant to keep my love to yourself. It was always meant to be shared, multiplied, passed on from heart to heart. And how do you do this? Not by striving or pretending, but simply by being with me, by staying connected to my love, by letting it fill your heart until it spills out naturally. As you abide in me, love becomes your language, hope becomes your posture, peace becomes your presence. You become a reflection of the one who made you. I know that some days you may feel too tired to give. Some days you may feel like you have nothing left to offer. That's okay. On those days, come to me. Let me refill you, replenish you, renew you. Because your ability to love others doesn't come from you alone. It comes from what I give you. It is not your burden to carry love for the whole world, but it is your calling to carry love wherever you are. Even if all you can do is show up with kindness, even if all you can offer is a bit of your presence, that is enough. I can use it. I can multiply it. I can work through you in ways far beyond what you can imagine. The most powerful ministry you will ever have is not in grand speeches or impressive titles. It is in how you love the people right in front of you. So today, ask yourself, who needs hope? Who needs light? Who needs to be reminded that they matter? Then offer what you have. Not what's perfect, just what's real. Your story, your empathy, your time, your heart. These are sacred gifts when offered in love. And in doing so, you will begin to see something beautiful. As you pour out, you are filled. As you give, you are healed. As you lift others, you rise too. This is the mystery of love. It expands when shared. It grows stronger when offered freely. Let your home be a place of peace. Let your presence be a shelter. Let your life speak without even saying a word. And let every word you do say be seasoned with grace, guided by truth, and spoken from a heart that knows it is loved. You don't have to change the whole world. Just love faithfully in the corner of it that I've placed you in. And when you do, you'll see the world does become more beautiful, more compassionate, more full of hope. And I will be right there with you, smiling as you love, walking beside you as you serve, and rejoicing as you become the living embodiment of the love I first gave you.